Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for the 14th of June, 2024. So I don't think I did one of these yesterday. Um, I wasn't even thinking about doing it today, but then I was like, oh, I have to do it. Um, we're in Texas. We're by the Panhandle. Yeah. It's pretty hot out here, but you know what? It's not as hot as it was in Oklahoma. No, it's a couple degrees less. Driving up here, it took us like 5 hours for like a 3 hour drive because I was worried about the car. Yeah, the heat, you know what I mean? And there's not too many hills, but there's a lot. And I just kept watching the RPMs, and because of, the problem I had a couple days ago, I just got a little worried. The car's been doing okay. I haven't been collecting any extra stuff. If anything, I should probably go through my stuff and get rid of some things. I'm wearing a bikini top, but you know what? You can't see nothing, so I'm trying to keep it, because it's warm, but it's nice in here. I found a place. This is called Lake McClellan Campground, but there's no lake. It's dry, and I kind of look burned. I've been putting on a lot of the sunscreen, and also when I go walking the dogs, I wear a flannel. And I put a lot of sunscreen on my face and my neck and stuff. They have showers and electric and water here. It's cool. It's not. I'm not really hot. Like, I'm not sweating or anything, and the breeze is real nice. I just found out there's some stores that I can go to that's like 30 minutes away. That's okay, maybe we'll go tomorrow. I got 3 nights because when I spoke to the lady on the phone, she said that sometimes the weather is up and down, and there could be a chance that the electric and the water stops or something like that. But I haven't seen no problem like that. The dogs are staying cool. They're on long leashes now. I got them both on long leashes because I don't need to keep them really close right here. And we take a trail. They have a nice walking trail here. And even I found a field, like a nice area. I don't know about a field, but a nice area where there's like wild white sage out there. That stuff's hard to find. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Like, I walked by it a couple times already, but then today as I was walking, I was like, is that? And I was like, oh my God, it's sage, because before I was seeing that they're sagebrush, right? That's the sage too. It's burnable too, but it's different. These have the bigger leaves on it. And to get one of those sticks of sage from the store, like when you go to like an esoteric store or a crystal store or something like that, it's like $9 for one thing. So I'm like, oh, so I'm going to go out there. The wind is feeling nice right now. It's blowing nicely. I'm staying inside here. I have both doors open, but the positive airflow is good. You know what I mean? I'm just worried about, because I'm looking at myself. I'm looking red, so as long as I stay covered, I think I'll be okay. Like I said, they have showers over here, but they're gross. Yeah, it looks like they don't really clean them. And you know what? It's warm enough out here. I shower out here. They got water. I hooked up my hose. Let me try to show you guys without showing you me. So basically what I did was, I have the bucket down there, and then this is the hose, and I brought down my little thing here a little bit, and I put the hose right there, so when the water's on, I can take a shower right there with continuous flow. Yeah, that's good for me, because I could use my little pump thing, but I could use my little pump thing, but then I have to keep refilling, or I can only use 2 gallons. But this way I can have a continuous flow, and it's nice. And I have a cover right there because behind me is just field. There's no, I chose a spot in the back. So I could have like some privacy back here. There's people here. This is kind of like in the middle of nowhere, really. But it's peaceful and it's nice, and there's data here. I haven't really uploaded anything to check it. I did upload like a 1 minute short you know, just of me out there with the dogs on the, because there's the OHV trails, they go all over the place, and a lot of the trail is covered with trees. You know, you have to walk a little length in the sun, but then once you get to a certain point, like there's even bathrooms out there. Yeah, there's bathrooms and a pay station and all that, but once you get out to a certain point, then you have tree coverage spots, you know. And you know, it's nice, it's a nice walk for the dogs. There's no place for them to jump in the water, but when you go to the area where there's the bathrooms, there actually is like a puddle of water right there because of the spigot is dripping. I mean, you know, that's no one's fault, but it made a little like puddle of water there. I let them go in that, and they cool down and they get under there, and then I put the pool out for them, and I had to kind of force them in there. You know, I forced them in there. I kind of rinsed them down a little bit because, you know, that muddy water, like, I mean, you know, anyways, I forced them in there, and I'm going to keep forcing them in there until they realize what that is, until the pool just gets completely damaged, because I loaned it, I gave it to some people, but they couldn't take it with me, so they gave it back. So I was like, I'll just keep it, you know. And it was good because I was using it to cover my tub right there, uh, to prevent anything going in there in the water when I filled it, because I didn't want to get in right away because it was cold. So I put the cover on it, and just from it being hot out there in Oklahoma, I'm talking about the last place, the water warmed up, and it's easy to get in there. Over here, the hose, whatever is in the hose, the water will get hot. So I can turn it on and get in there, and I'll feel warm, and then it'll kind of gradually get cold, which is, I mean, I want cold kind of, you know what I mean? And I think I'm just going to shower back here. As long as I have water, I'd rather do that because it's cleaner than the bathroom. The bathrooms look like, ugh, you know, like they don't never, you know, I mean, I don't mind, like, if you go in there and there's bugs all over, because the bugs are everywhere. Not in here, surprisingly. I think it's because the wind is blowing them away, or I don't know what it is, but I don't have any bugs in here. We have some flies, you know, sometimes in here. But, like, that bathroom, it's dirty, dirty. Like, the toilet's dirty and the sink is dirty. It's like, I'd rather just do everything right here. You know what I'm saying? But it's pretty nice over here. I suggest this place. You know, it was only well, it's $15 a night, you know, and I got 3 nights. If you have an access pass, you can get a little discount. But the people seem nice enough. Last night someone pulled in, some guy. He had a nice camper thing, you know, whatever. But like, I noticed that he walked over to a tree that's over there, and he was like watching me for like some time, you know. I just act like I didn't see him and just mind my own business, you know. That was kind of creepy and weird, especially when it's so warm outside and he has that camper and it's plugged in, and he could probably sit in the nice air condition of his camper, but he preferred to watch me from over there. I wasn't walking around like this though. I had, you know, tank top on and everything, but it was kind of a little weird, you know. That's just, sometimes you have to deal with that kind of weird stuff on the road. um but other than that, I mean, I quite like this place. It's all right. It's sunny and it's hot. It's cooler than, it's several degrees cooler than Oklahoma. The weather report said that tomorrow there's going to be some rain Saturday night. So I might just get a couple nights extra, because on one of the days I see it's going to go down to 91. But I'll probably leave extra early because there's another spot that I was looking at, and well, there's 2 spots. One is 2.5 hours, and one is like 5.5 hours. I don't know about the 5.5 hour one. Maybe I will go to the 2.5 hour one and stay there for a day or two, and then from there, and that I think is already in New Mexico. Yeah, so we're making our way. We're making our way. I know when we get to Arizona, you know, because I looked on the marketplace. Marketplace seems pretty all right. So I'm gonna look up when we get to Arizona. I'm gonna look on marketplace and see if I can rent a place for like a month or two, or see somewhere something like that, you know. Um, just so I can take care of Chica, take care of the doggies, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna have to do that, or maybe I might just have to hang out in an area and just bounce around right there, or I don't know. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do that, but um, that's the plans that we have going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically all I have. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for the 14th of June, 2024, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.